Hey everybody, it's Will here, and I'm bringing another Pokemon Wi-Fi battle. This time's gonna be against a good friend, Rubio. He has really good Pokemons. I wasn't saying he's a good trainer, but he actually just has really good Pokemons, and he knows how to use them. And I guess that makes him a good trainer. Okay. Anyways, he's gonna start off with the Volcarona, and I'm gonna start off with my amazing Zapdos, which isn't that amazing, sadly. Ruby goes for the Bug Buzz. It's not very effective because I am a Zapdos and I do resist it. I go for the Thunderbolt here and it does half damage. And I think I can take another Bug Buzz, but instead he goes for the Heat Wave and he kills me. Which is kind of really sad because I was hoping to keep Zapdos out more for the 2 turns, but that doesn't turn out to be the way. So I go out with my Scizor to try and scare him out. I do scare him out, but I scare him out into his Aegislash, which is not good. So I Bullet Punch it, doesn't do much, and it's an Aegislash. So right here, I was kind of predicting him to go for a Sword Stance. So I go for Pursuit to do some damage, and it works. 50% or more, it looks like. He does go for the Sword Stance, so I was correct on that, and I'm really happy. And I'm like, alright. He's probably going to go for the King Shield now, so I should go for the Sword Stance. And that's where I probably messed up. Because he doesn't go for the King Shield, instead he goes for the Shadow Sneak. And the Shadow Sneak is going to freaking tear my Scizor apart. Well, not much, but you know, it does decent damage. And this is where I think, okay, now he's going to go for the King Shield, because it's kind of predictable, because he just saw me boost twice. But, okay, yeah, he does this time. And I do go for the Sword Stance. So I'm boosted up twice now. And I'm like, alright, this guy has nothing on me. He might Shadow Sneak me again, but I should be able to live it. I don't know what my reasoning was, but I just thought I could live it. And so I'm like, alright, I'm gonna go for a Pursuit. I'm gonna KO it, and this will be the end of it. But he actually ends up being stronger, I guess, and he KO'd my Scizor. So I boosted all that up just for it to die, which was really, really sad. I regret not going for the Bullet Punch. Could have done at least some decent damage, but you know, I didn't. Anyways, now I send out my Sylveon, because Sylveon's really good. It has a Shadow Ball on it to get the coverage. And it KOs it, because he wasn't expecting it. I'm pretty sure he was going to go for like a Sacred Sword or Iron Head or whatever. And now he sends out his Scizor, which I am afraid of because the Bullet Punch. I mean, I just Bullet Punched, you know. And so I just switch out to my Goodra, and Goodra can take at least 4 hits, I think, from a Bullet Punch. And it does pretty good damage. Pretty good. His speed fell because I have the hidden ability, and it's shiny, so that's a plus. But it's not IV bred, so, you know, that sucks. I do have the Flamethrower on my Goodra, so the Scizor is KO'd by 1 hit, and it's a critical, so I don't know if that would matter. I doubt it would, because it's a 4 times weakness to it. The Dragonite is here then, and I'm like, alright, I can probably survive 1 hit and then hit another move and then die. Because Goodra isn't my best defensive Pokemon. And I turned out to be right. And I noticed that the Draco Meteor didn't do much, so I knew he probably has a hidden ability. And I just kind of, I don't know if I wasted. I don't think I did waste my Draco Meteor because it did pretty good damage. Anyways, I send back my Sylveon, and Sylveon's so prolific. He goes for an Earthquake. It doesn't do too much, and I'm able to KO it with a Moonblast. I think he was probably thinking that he could probably just KO it with an Earthquake. But Sylveon's much, much stronger than that, I will say that much. And he sends out the Garchomp, and I'm like, okay. I should have Moonblasted right here, instead of going for the Hyper Beam. And that's probably one of my mistakes, because the Hyper Beam makes me, you know, not move next turn. And if I'd have gone for the Moonblast, I could have switched out and, you know, whatever. But he holds on with the freaking Focus Sash, and he ends up KOing me with the Iron Head there. And that's the end of my Sylveon. So now I'm down to 2 Pokemons, and he still has 3. He withdraws his Garchomp, which I was hoping he didn't because I went for the Sucker Punch. I think he was expecting Sucker Punch, so that's why he switched. That was a good play on him. But I should have just gone for the Earthquake or the Return, just to, you know, KO it, or KO anything that comes, hopefully. But instead I don't, and he goes for the Heat Wave, and it does pretty good damage. And this is like one of my 2 last Pokemons, so I'm holding on barely. And I KO'd the Volcarona, but he still has the Tyranitar and the Garchomp. And I'm like, okay, if I can just KO this Tyranitar, I will win. And I was pretty scared because I was like, I don't think I can kill this thing. And so I was debating whether to go for the Earthquake or the Power-Up Punch, and I ended up going for the Power-Up Punch. I have no clue if that was the best idea or not, but it does over half damage, so I'm like, okay, that's not too bad. He's probably gonna KO me now, and my Rotom has to do all the rest of the work. But since it is a Rotom and it's slow, it's not gonna do much, so I'm kind of relying on my Rotom's HP, which sucks. He goes for the Crunch right here, and the Crunch does a lot, over 50% of my health, and I'm like, holy crap, almost 100 HP he took out. And so now it's just me and the Garchomp, but his Garchomp's going to outspeed me, and it's going to KO me. It was a really close battle, and props to Rubio. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. And I'll be uploading one video either later today, if I have time, or tomorrow. And that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys on the next episode.